How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the first video on my second channel. On this channel, I'm going to be focusing more on non-Pokemon related things. I like some unboxings like this one here. So, on my main channel, previously, I purchased two separate orders from DKOldies in the past. The first one was abysmal and kind of went viral on my channel. And the second one, the GameCube, was better. Still not perfect, but they've learned their lesson over time. So now, it's become kind of a yearly tradition at this point. So I want to see how they are stacking up right now. See if they clean the systems inside, if they properly refurbished them. So we're going to check out this here. And if you saw the thumbnail, you know it is an original Xbox. And here is the one I purchased. It is a condition refurbished. It was 160 bucks. It was the acceptable of the two. I chose acceptable versus good. And I also paid an extra $10 to get a real original Duke controller. So if we're looking here, we're going to see, yep, it looks all good. And here's all the things they check nowadays, which is pretty nice. So capacitors, the dry belts, all those fun things. So let us see what we got here. First up, we got our power cable and AV cable. I'm not going to really need the AV cable because I also purchased separately an HDMI adapter so I can plug it into my HD TV. So that all looks fine. Nothing wrong there. But now we got the controller. Let's check this out. I've never had an original Xbox. I don't even know if I've ever I don't know if I've ever held a Duke in my hands. But look at it. Oh, it's so beautiful. It looks pretty good too. It's a nice long cable. Alright. Oh, it's so cool. Man. It is awesome. I love it. So, it's pretty good condition. A few spots here and there, but nothing too serious. Probably could wipe some of that down and it would be even better. But, let's get to the main event. The Xbox itself. Ooh, here we go. Let's see what we got. Nice bubble wrap. They wrap it up pretty good. That's nice. But let's see. Here it is. And okay. I was not expecting this. The order, just on the image of the order, just had a regular, standard black, Xbox, original Xbox. But this is pretty cool. Has like a really cool skin on it. Skulls. I love it. And my sister's gonna love this. She's a big fan of skeletons and skulls and anything like that. And even on the front, wow, okay, cool. Well, yeah, on the bottom you can see where they unscrewed it, so that proves they were inside. Probably cleaned it out and stuff, so that's good. Got the two screws there, but this is beautiful, man. Yeah, it feels like it's a skin that's pretty attached there pretty well, so I'm not gonna try to take it off. I like how it looks, so. This is cool. That's the one thing with DKOldies. You never quite know what you're going to get exactly, but it is an original Xbox. Just a little bit fancier than I was expecting, so pretty sweet. I mean, that was quite a surprise there, but all right. But of course, now we have to open her up and see if DKOldies has properly refurbished it and properly cleaned inside. Since it's been hit or miss in the past. They've gotten way better over the years. But they already got the two screws exposed there. And I believe there's also a screw under each of the rubber feet. So we'll have to get all 6 of those out. Then we should be able to take off the cover and take a closer look. This is a pretty decent looking condition, I'm just saying, I chose the acceptable version and the other option was good. But if this is acceptable, I wonder what good is. Man, this looks pretty decent. It almost makes it seem like the acceptable / good doesn't really mean much. They still give you whatever they throw it in the box, but because this one looks pretty nice. But oof, yeah, these screws are long. We just gotta get all these out, and we'll be able to check inside. I'm probably not gonna take it fully apart inside. I just want to look at the motherboard at least, see if there's any dust or dirt or any nonsense going on in there. But I'm impressed so far. Not only is it a super cool skull design skin on the front and on the back and all over and on the top, but the system overall doesn't look too bad. There are some scratches you can see here on the bottom, and some scuffs around, but nothing too serious. It certainly is in better shape than I was expecting, or let's say acceptable. This is more than acceptable in my book, so I am happy with what I'm seeing. But the real test, if DKOldies successfully refurbished the same, will be once we get inside. Because, they can be a little, I don't know, sometimes. The first thing I ever got from DKOldies was horrible, filled with dirt and dust all over the place. And that was right around the time when all YouTubers were kind of really ragging on them. And I think that eventually made them shape up and change their ways a little bit. But yeah, that first video I did on my main channel went viral. And it got way more views than I normally get on things, so that was pretty sweet. And then, a little bit later, I tried a second order to see if they had improved, and I think that time I got a GameCube, I think it was. And they did do better the second time. Not perfect, but better. But now we're going to see what does the Xbox hold inside. What secrets does it contain? Is there anything, worth complaining about? Or is it going to be beautiful? Okay, here we go. It looks pretty good so far. And ooh, look at this. Like the metal shielding inside the case is like so clean you can eat off it. Look at this. Wow. I've never seen something so shiny in a DKOldies system. It's almost like a mirror. That's impressive there. So yeah, they cleaned this up. Yeah, I can see myself and everything. But they really cleaned it out good there. It looks like, from, if that's any indication, this is going to be pretty good. But we got to remove a few screws here just to take the drives out. I just want to be able to see under these drives, to see what the board looks like. But if that top cover is any indication, it's going to be pretty good. So far, they have impressed me. Good work, DKOldies, so far, Much better than it could have been. It seems like they finally learned all their lessons over the years and take this stuff seriously now, which is all we ever asked. That when they say refurbished, they literally refurbish it. That's all we wanted. Like, if you're going to sell us used systems, sell them used, but if you're going to sell them refurbished, then actually refurbish them. So, here we got the hard drive. Looks like it's Western Digital. 8 gigabytes, I believe. And here's the DVD drive. Toshiba, Samsung, cool. Alright, looking pretty nice. So we're going to undo some of these cables here just so we can lift it out. So I can get a good look underneath. Because that's where the real test will be. Sometimes that's where they slack off a little bit, trying to make the board all nice and clean. But alright. Ooh, it's looking pretty good so far. There's the power supply over there, alright. Be careful around that. I don't know how long this thing has been unplugged. So it could be a hazard poking around in there, so I'm gonna keep my hands clear of the power supply. But looks like we're gonna have to take off some of these cables just to be able to move it out of the way fully. So luckily these are pretty easy to remove. It's like standard, man. It's been a long time since I've had to deal with some of these types of cables. Like the old school IDE cable for like really old school, like parallel ATA drives. Or everything nowadays uses SATA. And you got the old Molex connector there. Man, takes me back, But it's basically built like just a really old PC kind of, which makes sense coming from Microsoft. But yeah, so there we go. Got that out. Looking pretty good so far. And this should lift right out, hopefully. But, yeah, I don't want to have to deal with putting it all back together too crazily, so I'm not going to take the board out or the heat sinks off or any of that. Because with how good it's looking, I trust that they probably replaced thermal paste and did all that fun stuff, so I'm not going to take off the heat sink. It looks like they probably did all that based on how clean it is in here. I think today, they learned their lessons. All that bad press from all the YouTubers just tearing them apart a couple years ago seems to have paid off. Yeah, nothing looks too bad so far here. Look at this. Ooh. The heat sinks look clean. There's the power supply, looking all nice. Nothing too crazy. Got the fan. Fan looks pretty good. I don't see a ton of dust in the fan. That's a nice chunky heatsink also right there. I think that might be a later revision of the Xbox that they added a better heatsink to that chip, if I remember correctly. But oh, wait, I do see one little error here. Hold on, we'll get to it in a second. See if you noticed it before I say it. But I saw something not quite right there, you know. So maybe it might be a good thing I opened this up. But yeah, we got the good. The fans are looking nice. So has anybody figured it out? Do you see it? Do you see it? Yeah, right there. Yeah, they forgot to reconnect the first two controller ports. So, oh, that's not great. So you might have to lose a point for that one, DKOldies. Luckily, I'm the kind of person that was going to open this up no matter what. So I caught it and I can reattach it. No big deal. But if this was somebody else buying it who didn't know how to open these things and didn't care to, they would have been like confused why their first two controller ports were broken. so luckily I got this one and I know enough to reattach it. So, but yeah, we're gonna start putting this thing back together here, since we got a good look in there and it looks really good, except for that one error. So sorry, DKOldies, gotta dock you a point. You're so close to getting the perfect score. But yeah, it's a minor thing. Whoever tore this apart, and I guess that's more proof they really did something here. Though the fact that cable was even detached in the first place, they probably had the whole board out and working on it, and probably put fresh thermal paste and all the good stuff. So it's more proof that they were doing something. But yeah, whatever technician did this, they made a little bit of an oopsie, which it's an easy mistake to make. So I don't fault them too much for it. But luckily, I took it apart to find it myself. So I would have been upset if I didn't take this apart and I tried to play something and the controller didn't work. That would have been annoying. But yeah, it's all going back in here nice. Put back in these screws, and we'll be off to the races. But yeah, it was a small error. You know, I've seen worse when opening these things, so it's a minor issue compared to some things that could have been wrong in here. So I don't fault them too much for it, you know. But yeah, once we get this all back together, though, we have to actually make sure it works, which I didn't really test it out before I took it apart, so maybe I should have. But just to make sure I didn't break anything, but I'm pretty sure, it's all good. I know what I'm doing. It ain't my first rodeo, but it was my first time taking apart an original Xbox, though, so luckily it's pretty easy. Like the next video I may post on this channel, I took apart an Xbox 360 to like an old one that I have had laying around for a while. I wanted to clean it out and put fresh thermal paste and do all the fun stuff there to make sure it keeps working. So I took that one apart, and that was way harder to take apart. So you'll see in that video. Or this one, I really appreciate screws, to be able to just take out 6 screws and it comes apart. The 360, it's all clipped together with plastic clips inside, so you have to really be able to stick something pointing to the proper hole to undo the clips, and it's a whole thing. So that was like a pain in the butt. But this was really easy. Yeah, so now we have it all together. We gotta cut on over to a different view here to go and maybe actually plug it into my TV and see if it fires up. So, yeah, I really do like the skulls. That's so cool. But yeah, all right. Let's hop on over and see if it works. Okay, everybody. Now we have to see if it works. And inside was pristine. Way better than I expected it to be. But, that's all well and good, but does it actually turn on and function? So, we'll have to find that out. Oh yeah, here's this little tease at my next video, Xbox 360, so stay tuned for that. I may have disassembled that one as well and cleaned it. But now just, original Xbox didn't need any cleaning. It would look really, really good. I also bought this, so we're gonna see how it all works. Power button. We got life. Green light. We're going up here. Oh shit. Oh my god. Pure octane gaming. That's sick. Oh, the controller works. See? Nice. And it's all thanks to the fact that I reconnected that cable that was loose inside. Like 12, 24, give or take, AM. There we go. And, oh, not the year 2099, that'd be crazy. Alright. That's pretty nice. There we go. Turn the lights off in the room. So now we can see it without any kind of glare. Look how beautiful. Yeah, the controller's working. Close good enough. Okay, we're here. Look at that. Memory. Oh man, look at this. That's so cool. Xbox Live. Settings. Some cool settings. We got the clock language. Yes. Yeah, only original Xbox game I believe I own. Let's test it out. I can finally test it out. POV, we're gonna play Conquer. Ooh. Okay, it's in there. Oh, here we go. It's loading. Awesome. Oh, look at it. Conquer Live and Reloaded. Sweet. Oh. Oh man, epic. Microsoft Game Studios. Epic. Oh, look at it. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, sick. Conquer Live and Reloaded. Oh, ooh, hello. Xbox Live and Co. Oh, this is the menu. Chapters. Game 1. Game 2. Okay. Game 3. Xbox Live. We can't do that. So let's go back to. I guess we're at the bar, man. We're having fun here. Oh, cool. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna check out a second of this before we wrap things up. But yes, it works beautifully. DKOldies, you outdid yourself this time. I love the skin of the skulls. That's so cool. Alright. Awesome. I've never played Conquer. This is gonna be a game I'll have to sit down sometime and play through. A rare game, it says. Yeah. Starring Conquer and Barry. There he is! Conquer. Look at him. This is looking pretty good. Look at him. He's on the top of the world. Hello, friend.
Well, there I am. Conquer the king.
Oh god.
King of all the land. Who'd have thought that?
Nope.
But how did I come to this, I hear you say? And who are those strange fellows that surround my throne? I hear you also say. Well, it's a long story. Come closer, and I'll tell you. It all started yesterday.
Oh.
What a day that was.
I bet.
It's what I call a bad fur day.
Oh, there it is. He said it. Well, everybody, I think I'm going to wrap things up for now. Hope you enjoyed the first video on my second channel, and hopefully there'll be a lot more to come. So make sure you subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. But I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.